A traffic police officer was sitting bored, fiddling with his speed gun, when suddenly an object attracted his attention. It was a turtle slowly crossing the road. He tried using the device and got a result of merely 0.01 meters per second. So he immediately spoke up to ask, "Hey little turtle, where are you going in such a hurry, buddy?" Just as he finished speaking, an object zoomed past, reaching a speed of 296 kilometers per hour, leaving him stunned. What happened? Is the equipment broken? That thing rushed past once more, this time the speed touching the 300 kilometers per hour mark. The officer decided to step out of the car to check, but only picked up a blue quill and then left. Right at that moment, a car was rushing forward. Seeing the turtle about to be flattened, that blue flash timely saved it. The turtle was held in his hands, moving at a velocity of 300 meters per second. Its entire slow life had never experienced such speed. Surely it would not want to try it again. That blue creature gliding like the wind is named Sonic, the fastest creature in the world, but he is not an Earthling. His hometown lies on a faraway planet, where there are wooden loop bridges, waterfalls, beaches, and even swings. Sonic loves everything there. However, the fun didn't last long. A group of bad guys targeted his speed superpower. His guardian, Longclaw, Mother Owl, appeared to rescue him. She decided to use her bag of gold rings to send him escaping down to Earth, while instructing him to always remain in hiding when arriving on Earth. In a flash, Sonic has set foot on Earth for 10 full years. He lives lonely in a mountain cave, staying away from the human world. The thing he likes doing most is secretly observing the humans around. Today, coincidentally, there was a baseball match. Witnessing the kids win and cheer together to celebrate, Sonic felt extremely admiring. That night, while people were absent, he snuck into the field, acting out the key characters on the field himself and performing spectacular hits. However, when he wanted to receive the applause of encouragement, he then realized there was no one there to share it with him. Sonic has been here for 10 years but doesn't have a single friend. The more he thinks, the more self-pity he feels. He started venting his frustration, thinking that he just needs to run really fast so sadness won't be able to catch up. He ran faster and faster, and the field surface was also plowed into trenches by him. Finally, Sonic turned into a bolt of lightning, exploding a source of extremely strong energy that caused the whole town to lose power. Even the satellite in the sky was disabled. The Department of Defense immediately held an emergency meeting. 20 minutes ago, an energy wave appeared, crashing the entire power grid of the Pacific Northwest region. Was the cause an electromagnetic pulse or a meteorite? It was not caused by the power plant. This group of government officials was extremely confused, even suspecting some nation had created a new weapon. They invited a crazy scientific genius named Dr. Robotnik to come survey. Many people objected, but there was no other way. True to the name scientific genius, normal people completely cannot communicate with him. Dr. Robotnik just waved his hand, and a series of unmanned aerial vehicles immediately appeared. Robotnik found Sonic's footprint. He only needed to glance to know this was not an Earthling. Sonic stood watching and silently lamented. Just played around a little bit, but now everything is so messy like this. Realizing someone is hunting him, Sonic hurriedly packed his luggage, preparing to find a safe place to hide. Sonic sought out a warehouse, taking a ring out to prepare to shift space. Tom heard a strange noise in his garage, thought it was raccoons, so he quickly grabbed a tranquilizer gun to catch them. The result was, when he opened the door, he was startled. It turned out to be a hedgehog speaking human language. On its hand, it still held a ring. Tom panicked and shot it once. Before Sonic fainted, he saw the image on Tom's shirt had the words San Francisco, so he read it out. The space circle immediately opened with the destination as San Francisco. Sonic staggered and fell to the ground, while the bag of space rings fell straight through the hole, dropping onto a high-rise building in San Francisco. Then Sonic passed out. Intending to take out his phone to take a picture, Sonic woke up, giving Tom a scare. Just as he intended to open his mouth to ask what animal it was, Dr. Robotnik had driven right to the door. Sonic fearfully told Tom, "He is a mad scientist intending to catch me to make a lab specimen." Although being caught had nothing to do with Tom, the cause was also due to Tom shooting the anesthesia, making Sonic unable to run away, so Tom had to hide Sonic in the attic. Robotnik was snooping around like a thief when Tom stepped out to talk. He said he came from the electric company to investigate the power outage incident last night. He demanded to go inside Tom's house to check, but was refused flatly. Robotnik then secretly controlled reconnaissance drones to fly in and spy. Sonic curled up pretending to be a ball, but when scanned, he rolled away to hide, creating noise. Robotnik heard it and rushed in to check, discovering it was just a raccoon. Thinking he had fooled Robotnik, the doctor then saw the quill that Tom had picked up at the start of the movie. He started threatening and controlling the robot to point a gun at Tom. Just at this moment, Sonic rushed out, causing him to see and get startled. Tom handily punched him unconscious right then. The robot saw that and started firing wildly, causing both to run for their lives. While it wasn't paying attention, Sonic jumped on it and destroyed it. Both then climbed into the car and left the house. Waiting until they reached a safe place, he stopped the car. Tom wanted Sonic to go to San Francisco by himself. Yesterday, he was just promoted, so he didn't want to get involved in these troubles. Following the direction Tom pointed, Sonic immediately disappeared right before his eyes. But less than 2 seconds later, Sonic ran back with a mess of seaweed and shrimp, fish on him. He had just run a straight path to the Pacific Ocean, but realized he was completely directionally challenged. He still needed Tom's help. Tom was speechless with this animal and had to accept helping it. That night, while Tom went to buy fast food, when he returned, he didn't see Sonic's shadow anywhere. Seeing a bar in front and knowing there was a bad omen, he went in and saw Sonic writing lines of confidences, things he wanted to accomplish. But the list was too long and he was about to leave Earth already. Tom heard that and his heart softened, so he immediately allowed him to party here for 1 hour. The two started dancing with everyone. As good as Tom was at darts, Sonic threw that badly, throwing a lot but missing completely. While they were having fun, 3 fat guys came to cause trouble because they didn't like the two of them. But this flashy blue animal was a real troublemaker. Sonic wasn't scared at all, but stood up, holding a bottle, and smashed it on that guy's bald head. The guy angrily punched back. Sonic dodged, making the punch hit Tom. So the whole bar also fell into a chaotic fight because of that. When that guy rushed forward, Sonic started to act. He glided once, and everything around became slow. Sonic used rope to tie them up, then hung them on the ceiling fan, then returned to his old position. When everything moved normally again, everyone collapsed. Tom didn't understand what just happened, but just ran first. That night, the two played extremely happily. They found a motel to stay the night and talk. Just as he turned his back, Sonic had rolled over asleep. Tom carefully covered him with a blanket, accidentally seeing his wish list. Only one thing remained unfulfilled: finding a soulmate. The next morning, the two continued the journey to San Francisco. Unexpectedly, halfway there, Dr. Robotnik caught up. Suddenly, a hook flew straight in, making the two young men in the car jump. No matter how hard Tom tried, he couldn't shake that group of people. Luckily, Sonic was also still useful. He flew from high up down, curling into a ball and rolling straight into Dr. Robotnik's vehicle. The vehicle exploded, flipping a few times before lying flattened. Sonic was still smugly dancing before the debris when that vehicle separated. A smaller vehicle appeared, chasing both, then fired an explosive device capable of sucking energy. Luckily, Tom dodged, making it stick to a car carrying another family. Sonic, seeing that, immediately jumped down again. He jumped on 2 explosive devices, then attached them to the chasing vehicle, causing it to be disabled. But he didn't know there was still a one-wheeled vehicle following, aiming to puncture Tom's tires. Tom stepped out and hit it with a stick, making it roll over. But not long after, a tiny drone flew out. At this time, Sonic still praised this thing for looking cute. But right after that, their car had its roof cut off, turning into a reluctant convertible. That drone intended to cut further but was grabbed by Sonic and broken in half. Who expected one half to stick to his hand, emitting a beep-beep countdown sound? Tom hurriedly braked the car. Sonic struggled to remove it to put on the rock nearby. When he turned to walk away, the countdown ended, and the bomb exploded, knocking Sonic unconscious. On this side, Robotnik was analyzing Sonic's quill and succeeded. Tom took him to his sister-in-law's house, where his wife Maddie was staying, who was originally a veterinarian. She had never seen a creature like this. Maddie took a bottle of salts for him to smell, then Sonic woke up running chaotically around the room. When both went out to talk, the niece brought a pair of new shoes to gift Sonic. Sonic grew up to this size, and this was the first time receiving a gift. After that, the group drove to the Transamerica Pyramid Building in San Francisco. Finally, they arrived and found the bag of space crossing rings. When the time came to say goodbye, there was still a bit of lingering attachment. Now wanting to stay was still timely, but staying means the crazy Dr. Robotnik would mince him. When he threw the ring out, it hit right at Dr. Robotnik's drone, which had just arrived to surround the group. Sonic immediately pushed Tom and Maddie from high up down below. Dr. Robotnik was stunned. Huh? What the hell are you doing? Then he launched a series of ballistic missiles flying over. In front of him, there was not a bit of panic. He didn't bother caring, even holding the missile to tap a tune. Then he used those very missiles to blow up all the unmanned devices, then cheerfully left the scene. But unexpectedly, Dr. Robotnik had activated energy from the quill, making the aircraft switch to supersonic mode. Sonic hadn't reacted yet when he was shot and exploded. All three people fell from high up at the same time. When about to fall straight to the ground, Sonic quickly took out a ring, sending Tom and his wife back to the house in Green Hills, while he stayed to confront Dr. Robotnik. He thought with his speed the victory was certain, but unexpectedly that machine could catch up to his speed. The two sides chased each other throughout the streets of the world. Robotnik fired continuously towards Sonic but missed. Sonic used rings to run through from this country to another country. First to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, then to the Great Wall, then to faraway Egypt. But running forever wasn't okay, so he had to use speed to run in circles to create a sandstorm blocking Robotnik's vision. Then he took the ring out again to move back to Green Hills, where Tom was. However, Robotnik timely fired a bullet, making Sonic fly far away and faint. Seeing Sonic in danger, Tom used a ring to go behind Dr. Robotnik's back, then dealt him a punch. The two rushed in to fight, but finally, Tom still lost. He declared Sonic was just an animal, an alien only, and he didn't belong to this place. The surrounding residents also gathered to oppose Robotnik. But now Sonic lay motionless. Perhaps he had died. Tom said, "His name is Sonic. This is his home. He is my friend." Sonic heard that and his power exploded, making him stand up, his whole body covered by blue electric sparks. He wanted to prove his ability was not to run away, but to use to protect friends. Dr. Robotnik unloaded full firepower, aiming accurately at Sonic. Immediately, countless rockets were launched. But now, no one could touch even a hair of Sonic anymore. Sonic flew everywhere, continuously smashing into Dr. Robotnik's fighting machine. Very quickly, it was smashed to tatters. Tom threw out a space ring. Sonic decided to launch the final blow at the aircraft, sending Dr. Robotnik flying straight to the mushroom planet where there is no life. After winning, Tom raised his hand, wanting to high-five to celebrate. Sonic was happy like a child and couldn't hold back running 2 laps. He didn't dare believe that finally, he had a true friendship. Residents in the town also warmly welcomed him. Just like that, later on, they all lived together. The movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Hello, and see you again.